So now that we've traversed the most badass beings in the universe, we are finally here for casual explained human beings. Just all of them. Every human being. We have a love obsession with Casually Explained. He is probably the best poorly animated YouTube channel on the internet. It is what? Casually Explained, Salmonella, and what's the other one? That just has like really bad, like purposely bad, ironically bad.
Historian.
Internet historian. The man. The myth. The legend. The finishing my immortal fan fiction reading with Sorrow TV. Right? Okay. So.
I'm just here for the flan.
Just fucking jump out at it. Skitten's here with flan. Like always. Flan, 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 thamon. Flan, 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 flan. This is not a satisfying dinner. You were supposed to pick up dinner tonight because you told me not to cook.
But then I had to go deal with our dumbass front office.
Oh
lady.
my god. Do we have time for this? We're gonna put this at the end, but we're gonna tell it now.
You think she'd recognize me if I punched that bitch in the throat?
We're here now for Casually Explained Human Beings. We're gonna just like cut and paste. This is the timeline, okay? We're here now. Okay, and this part's cut out and pasted back here. Okay, and here we go. We're looking forward to it. Earbuds, please.
Yes. Also, I'm done with this flan. Can you feed me real food now?
Too much. Gotta get into the video. All the time. Every single time. Here we go. Play.
Members of the great ape family.
Start.
And while human beings are all members of the great ape family, and while they're closely related
if we look intense, just the story was very upsetting. We're okay though.
To bonobos, chimps, gorillas, and orangutans, they remain one of the most distinct, being the only to exhibit permanent upright bipedal
He can
movement
draw better now. What the fuck happened?
and little to no body hair or fur. But one of their most unique characteristics is possessing one of the highest brain to body mass ratios of not just the great apes, but nearly all large
Fat ass brain.
mammals. Included with this is their expanded cerebral cortex, which has led humans to be considered not only the most intelligent of all mammals, but generally of all animals on Earth. Although it is important to keep in mind that this is a statistical average, and certainly not the case in most individuals. In addition to their heightened intelligence, which has brought about their complex use of communication through language, humans also possess one of the most precise capabilities for fine motor skills due to having opposable thumbs and an adapted muscular and nervous system more attuned to small movements. This does come at a cost, however, where if we look at other great apes, we see they don't have the same fine motor control, but in exchange they're all jacked out of their goddamn minds while only eating leaves, which in my opinion is one of humanity's worst evolutionary blunders. Regardless, humans still remain at the top of their respective food chains, a result not of their own physical formidability, but of their cunning and intellect that has allowed them to defeat other species through exploiting their weaknesses. As an example, while human tribes were ravaged by wolves tens of thousands of years ago, they eventually figured out that the heat and light of a fire would keep them at bay. Then as time moved on, they eventually used their superior intellect to tame the wolves until they could fit their quivering offspring into Gucci handbags and truly establish the dominance of humanity.
Dude, if you watch the Tier 2 videos with us, you've seen how we have firmly planted ourselves at the top of that tier list.
Hell yeah.
Even with a little bit less intelligence, we're still pretty damn high up there. Yeah.
But not only that, humans were able to fend off threats of other apex predators through similar means. They defeated large spiders by creating enclosed housing and protective footwear. They defeated sharks by just living on the land. And they defeated polar bears by driving fuel-inefficient cars.
Do you see how we defeated sharks?
Sharks by just living on the land.
Yes.
Give me to run that back.
And they defeated enclosed housing and protective footwear. They defeated sharks by just living on the land.
So you think we didn't defeat whales by living on the land as well?
I think the whales are gonna...
I'm just pointing out that you're scared of whales. Beached whale. It's useless now. This whale is now... Are you not watching my evidence? Look.
I can't.
This whale has been defeated by land.
It's creeping me out.
Oh my god.
My feet are getting all tingly.
Get out of here. Also, this was for the reference we made in the Sorrow TV video that's still up. Sorry about that.
And they defeated polar bears by driving fuel-inefficient cars. Humans are a diurnal species, which is the opposite of nocturnal. This means that during hours where there is no daylight, they go to sleep, and during hours where there is daylight, they stay inside. During these waking hours, humans typically go to work in a hierarchically structured organization in return for currency that they can give to other humans in exchange for goods and services.
Burritos.
Using this method, humans are able to quickly and efficiently
Who the fuck is paying $10 for melons, bruh? Everything is ripe. Stop tapping the watermelons. You look stupid. Hey, that's not fucking true. $12.99 if you make a melon joke to the cashier. That's a good way to get arrested.
Additionally, meet their needs of day-to-day survival, freeing up enough time for them to do work in the first place. And by using their superior group intelligence and ability to compound the knowledge of successive generations, humans have adapted to live in nearly any environment by adapting the environment to themselves. So much so that they have collectively spent thousands of years building systems that have almost completely negated the struggles of tribal lifestyle. All their food can be found in one location, typically within a few kilometers of their home. They live in individually climatized dwellings. They move from place to place using high-speed mechanical transport, and even communication has been rendered immediate through technological advancements. And by eliminating struggle and tribulation from their day-to-day survival, this has led human beings to be the first and only species on the planet to have truly run out of things to do. And in an effort to cope with their lack of responsibilities that regard group survival, humans enjoy voluntarily going to the outside environment with other humans so they can pretend to do something.
Humans who? Not this human.
Also spend their time by watching screens that display someone else who is also pretending to do something.
With that been a great time to make a reaction channel joke.
Said, one area that modern humans still commit a great deal of time and attention to is the pursuit and maintenance of sexual relationships, although mostly the pursuit. And one of the most interesting characteristics that separates human mating from other primates is an increased importance of female intersexual selection, meaning that while in most species of primate, males compete with other males primarily to stop them from mating with females they like, in humans, males will compete with other males not to stop the other person from mating with a female they like, but instead to get females in general to like them. This typically doesn't work, but they do end up impressing other dudes. An interesting and not entirely unrelated fact is that human males have one of the largest genital size to body mass ratio of all primates. Again, keep in mind that this is a statistical average and not the case in most individuals. Humans are typically monogamous in nature, which is largely due to their lifelong social structures and the extended maturation period of their offspring requiring additional parental support. In fact, unlike most mammals that reach maturity in a few years, most children are unable to fend for themselves until they're quite old, and typically can't function independently for anywhere between 12 and 80 years. With such a long lifespan, the unique difficulty for humans comes not at the time of their ultimate death, but at the point they realize that while they still have several years to live, they aren't adding value to their society, but are a burden on it instead. For most people, this realization typically occurs around the age of 18. Human societies themselves are generally segregated into large territories of land under singular leadership or government, then further broken down into smaller geographic regions or
don't live here, or here, or here.
States, and then again into towns and cities in which all variety of the nation's individuals live. Humans themselves are to some effect territorial, and like chimps, will not hesitate to tear another human limb from limb if they oppose upon their tribe and are perceived as an enemy.
The Crusades?
Well, that makes you think, thankfully they have evolved to live not in tribes, but in modern civilizations where that type of behavior is frowned upon, and has been mostly relegated to the comment section and incompetent driver.
You don't even have
Ultimately, one of the most remarkable characteristics
Plato's
of
Republic was such a good book. Turn that shit up, please.
Human beings is that they're one of the only creatures to have profound awareness of their own consciousness and are considered the only animal to be able to reflect deeply upon their own existence, although generally they avoid it. This allows humans to both diagnose their own shortcomings and to plan future goals that would bring them both happiness and fulfillment. Again, hypothetically. And with this, one of the ever-gnawing that would bring them both happiness and fulfillment. Again, hypothetically. And with this, one of the ever-gnawing questions unique to human existence is the ponderance of the meaning of their life in general, to which some of humanity's greatest thinkers have spent their whole life trying to decipher, ironically. Reaching conclusions such as the existence of a theoretical afterlife, whether they exist solely to serve biological reproduction, or that the pursuit of meaning in life is its own goal. In the end, while humans have seemingly solved the struggles of primitive survival, these existential questions will forever be up to each individual to solve for themselves until there's an app for it. But for now, they can't complain, because at least it's something to do.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was actually a really good, essentially a essay on humans in general.
Right.
What do you call those? They're just like compiled thoughts.
Essay.
Fuck you, English major.
Essay.
So the Pornhub thing now, if you even have Pornhub written on your video, it's like instantly demonetized.
Really?
So now me and Skitten, when we do like the funny Pornhub comment videos, we call them Cornhub comment videos. And then they got disliked because there's actually a thing called Cornhub.
Right.
And people thought it was Cornhub comments.
So should we do Cornhub comments?
Well, that's what I'm here to wonder, is if that's a thing, because I'm down for that. Also, I'd be terrified to go to Cornhub. That's not like I'm not willing to test to see what side of the spectrum of funny that's on.
Right.
Yeah, so let's just kind of leave that one up in the air. Kind of like all of 4chan. I kind of just like, let's assume there's some good stuff, but I'm not going to go look myself.
Is 4chan the weird part of the internet?
4chan's like weird Reddit.
But Reddit's already really...
Right, so imagine weird Reddit. It's like memes and then dank memes. 4chan would be the dankest of memes.
Okay.
Yeah, the dankest of memes live there. Like a big cave.
I never knew what 4chan was until like I saw you referencing it on your channel.
Yeah, because I did a couple of like the funny 2-sentence stories and stuff like that from 4chan. That stuff is pretty dope. But I would never go to the website itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Do people still do that? Do people still go like onto 4chan?
Probably. The internet would know. But anyways, we're going to end this video here. Skitten, thank you for joining me. You look fantastic. Nice ears set up, hair done, and glasses that are new that also fit. Mine are fucked up.
You said glasses that are new. Is that a joke?
These ones are my new ones and they're broken. I took them to Walmart to see if they could fix them, and I left the other part of my glasses here. So they're not fixed today. So that's a thing. But anywho, we'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for the story at the end about why we're angry about the front office. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Please.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Go to the front office.
We ordered perishable shit. We had to pick it up today. That's the first thing. We need it.
Gotta pick it up, right?
Got to.
So I go, and it got dropped off what? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, something like that. So I go to the front office.
Right.
I'm already irritated because I just got off work. I just want to be home, like not trying to be at the front office.
Right.
So I go. I'm like, hey, I got 2 packages I gotta pick up.
2
packages. She's like, okay. I said, I'm from this apartment. This is what I need. She's like, okay. And she goes and she picks up her paper. She's being slow as fuck. Slow ass bitch. And she's fucking flipping her paper looking. She goes, no.
No. Does that shit where like they don't see it, so they show you that they don't see it.
Right.
By flipping and like you're not even reading anymore. You just flipping this shit right now.
There's 4 pages of packages that they have written down and not crossed out.
Right.
And she's telling me in that whole 4 pages, she doesn't see my apartment number anywhere.
So that means they don't have it. So she doesn't go look for it.
So I said, okay, well, I have the email that says you have it.
Yeah.
So you have it.
Right.
She said, well, every time we get a package, we write it down. And I said, well, the last 4 times that USPS has told me, hey, this package got delivered to the front office, it's been here. So unless you're telling me that every time USPS was lying to me, and you guys didn't actually have the package, but you guys somehow have the package, you guys have the fucking package.
You got it.
She's like, well, we didn't write it down. And I said, the last couple of times I asked you to go look back there, you guys said you didn't have the package, and then I asked you to go look and you had it. So could you please just go look?
And the part that set you over was the look she gave to the other lady before she looked.
So like, I was gonna look, I'll admit, I was a little snippy.
A little snippy.
I was a little snippy, right? I was like, I got a little snippy around the whole, unless you're telling me USPS is lying to me, right? Got a little snippy. And so she looks at the other lady like,
right, little eye roll, little attitude-y.
And then she goes back there, and my packages are there. She gives me my packages, and she's like, "Oh, is this what you're looking for?"
Just let bitch, let it fit.
It has my apartment number on the front
and my name on it
in big black letters.
Instead of just being like, my bad, my bad. You know what I mean? I didn't see it back there originally. Here it is. Just, oh, is this yours? Being all brand new. Like we didn't just talk about what we just talked about. But that's the hardest part with people when they working. You got to try your best to get them off the script. Sometimes the script is going to work for you. But when you know the script ain't going to work for you, you telling me how your job works does not fucking help me, lady. And there's 2 sides of the story, man. We watch the employee versus customer compilation videos. We know. Sometimes people at work be having a hard time. We feel that. but we live here, bitch. You know me. It's not like I came into a corner store and it's the first time we've seen each other. I'm here every month. Every week you see me. I am not new. It am the same people. And you know our personalities, bruh. It's not like you don't recognize us when you see us, bruh. You know us. It's different. But anywho's in.
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.